Hi, welcome to Hannah Subaru. My name is Jeremiah. People regularly are going into the owner's manuals on their brand new Subaru vehicles, especially the ones with these remote keyless fobs. And they're wondering how to set the PIN code access for the trunk to be able to unlock the entire vehicle in lieu of having a key. Now on Forester and on Outback, there's a small button off to the right of the center hatch button. And so we're going to be using that button to program the code and to open the vehicle later. But on Legacy, you actually use the hatch button itself, and it's really important just to note that. The first thing that we're going to do is before a key fob can be disabled and locked in the vehicle, on any one of these vehicles first, the PIN code access has to be set in the back of the vehicle. So I'm going to show you how to set a PIN code. And our PIN code is going to be really easy today. We're going to use 7, 5, 2, 1, 7 is going to be our PIN code. And so first thing we have to do is we have to put the vehicle into the mode to accept the new PIN code. And the way that we do that is by actually holding the lock button while also holding the same button that we're going to use to enter our PIN code. It's best to actually start by holding down the lock button on the key fob, and then we're going to hold down the button for the PIN code access. And we're waiting for that sound right there. Once you've heard that sound, the next button you want to hit on the key fob is the Subaru symbol or the unlock button. Now it's ready to set a PIN code. So we're going to start with our PIN code. And so you do that just by repeatedly tapping on the PIN code access button, the number of times that you want to enter the code for. So the first one is going to be 7. Then we're going to go 5, 2, 1, 5 numbers. Notice it's now beeping at you. What it's actually asking for, and this is where a lot of people are getting stuck, it's actually asking you to re-enter the same code you just did to confirm it. Kind of like when you enter your password onto a website, how they ask you to confirm it twice. We're going to do that now. 7, and then 5, 1, 2, 1, 7. You'll know it worked because it just unlocked the entire vehicle and beeped at you. So that's the happy sound that you've actually completed this correctly. So we've just entered the PIN code. So now we're going to go ahead and disable the key fob so that it can be locked in the car. But keep in mind, it will not let you disable this key fob and lock it in the vehicle until a PIN code has been entered. And I want to remind you of that. So if you're just trying to disable the fob, it's not going to work until you've actually set a PIN code to the car. But now all we do is open the driver's side door. We manually lock the driver's side door. We hold the lock key and the trunk button at the same time until we hear a tone. That's the tone. This key fob's proximity has now been disabled. This key fob no longer will be able to be used to start the car or unlock the car by walking up to it like you're familiar with until you re-enable it. And the re-enabling it's also very easy. We do it the same way that we disabled it. But we're going to put the key inside the car. We're going to hit the lock button on the car to lock it. The whole car is now locked. So we're going to just enter that same PIN code from the back. And so that was 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Car's unlocked. We can now retrieve our key that we had just locked in the vehicle. And so obviously we just unlocked the car. So we would just get our key. We just get our key out of the vehicle like we would normally. And then we just re-enable it. And again, now that the car's unlocked, we just manually lock the driver's side door, hold the lock and the trunk button. And now the key fob's been re-enabled. Now notice when we put the key in the car and we try to lock it, everyone's really familiar with that sound. That means it does not want to be locked in the car. So now your key fob is enabled. You've seen now how to set the PIN code for your car. You've seen how to disable your key fob and how to re-enable it. So hopefully this clears things up with some people who are trying to get this accomplished. The instructions are in the manual, but even I, reading them, found them to be a little bit difficult to understand, especially the part where they want you to reconfirm the PIN code access. And so we thank you again for joining us on this video. Dick Hannah Subaru, again, thanks you for your business if you're a customer, and have a great day.